In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most compassionate. Sultanate of Oman, Ministry of Education, Sharqiyya South Governorate. Welcome back. Welcome back to English for Me series, Grade 10, Semester B, Year 2021. Unit 1, Part 3, Lesson 1, Part 3. Now we go to our workbook, page 2. This is the story, a true story. It's called, entitled with Trapped. Trapped, it means imprisoned, to be imprisoned inside something. Our story is a true story, as we said, is a real story. On October 28, 1995, tragedy hit the city of Baku in Azerbaijan. We know Azerbaijan. This is a country. During rush hour, a fire broke out on an underground train. This is, as you can see, this is the inside the underground train, and killed more than 300 people. We have a witness here called Vejevs. She is telling us her experience inside. She was inside the train. She is telling us the story, the true story. Suddenly all the lights went out. Then the train stopped in the dark tunnel. We waited. We thought the lights would come on again, but nothing happened. Then I began to smell something. I could smell smoke, as she said. The people around me started to scream, "The train is on fire! The train is on fire!" Then I saw flames appearing. If something doesn't happen soon, I said to myself, I'll be burned alive. As I stood in the blackness of the crowded, burning train, I could see no way to escape. Then something happened. I heard a noise like glass breaking. In the dim light, I slowly began to push my way toward the noise until I felt the sharp edges of a broken window. I pushed my body through the window and tumbled into the ground outside. I shouted at the other passengers in the train to follow me. Then, mad with fear, we ran away from the burning train. For 2 hours, we walked down the gloomy train tunnel. For 2 hours, we seemed to walk a long distance. This is a tunnel. At last, we saw a bright light in the distance. Question number 1. Why did the passengers continue to wait when lights went out? Why did passengers continue to wait when lights went out? They were waiting for help. They expected the lights to come back on. The lights often went out. Okay, that's right. They expected the lights to come back on. How did the passengers know that the train was on fire? How did the passengers know that the train was on fire? They could smell smoke. They heard a loud scream. The lights didn't come back on. That's right. They didn't come. They could smell smoke. How did Vejevs escape from fire? How did she escape from fire? She climbed through a broken window. He followed a bright light. He followed a noise. He climbed through a broken window. Vejevs was a man, not a woman. I'm sorry. How did Vejevs describe the escape from the train? How did he describe the escape from the train? It was fast. It was organized. It was scary. While he was escaping, it was scary, of course. Very good. Now read the stories. We move to exercise number 3, workbook. Exercise number 3, workbook. Read the stories about how the bear lost its tail, space waste, and trapped. Again, complete the table with information about each story using the words in the box. We have to use these words and put these words inside this table. Factual, we have to classify these words. We have to sort. Factual, should it be written here in general or setting or characters? As we know that these are the three elements that are common in each story. Genre, the kind or the type of the story. Setting, the time and the place. Characters, the people inside the story. Factual, vague, legend, the future, presidents, winter, science fiction, a tunnel, animals. Okay, factual should be written here. Should be written here in genre. Yes, that's right. Vague. Vague is a person, so it should be written here in character. Legend. Legend. Should be written here. It should be written here. Legend. And the future. The future. Okay, at the same time we have to classify these words according to the story, how the bear lost its tail. So factual, it should be written here, trapped, because it's a factual story. Okay, it's a factual story. And how the bear lost its tail, it's a legend. But space waste is a science fiction, story. So it should be written here. So legend, how the bear lost its tail. Space waste is a science fiction story. Trapped is a factual story, is a true story. Legend, it isn't true. It means it isn't true. Setting. What about the setting? Setting, time and the place. Okay, how the bear lost its tail? It happened in winter because it was there was ice. Okay, what about space waste? Space waste, it happened in the future, year 2025. You know, you remember? Trapped, it happened where? In the tunnel. In a tunnel, yes, this is the place. Characters. What are the characters of how the bear lost its tail? The characters, animals, yes. What about space waste? What are the characters? The presidents. Yes, very good. Trapped. What are the characters inside it? Vague. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. See you later again in the next video. Thank you.